was going to bring something up first. I forgot.
Turok?
I'm always thinking about Turok. You already know that. Come on.
If you don't have Turok popping up in your short reels when you're doom scrolling, are you really even part of the internet culture?
You know, I do look up, well, before like the announcement for Origins, I used to look up Turok every now and then on Twitter. And the funniest thing about Twitter is whatever you type, no matter how obscure it is, someone's username is going to have that word in it. And let me tell you, there's somebody with Turok in their name, and I can't read whatever they're typing. So that's always fun. I've been thinking about playing the games again.
How many of them are there?
So they ported 1 and 2. I don't even remember them announcing it, but they also ported Turok 3. So all 3 are on current gen. Turok 3 is I think like $40 or something crazy. Which I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna wait on the sale for that one. And then, of course, there's the one I grew up on, Turok Evolution, on the PlayStation 2, as well as the Game Boy Advance. It was a side-scroller for that one. I want to say I'm like, it's not a racing game, but there's like some kind of like Turok X or something. There's the PS3 Turok game, and there's, Rage Wars. That's what I'm thinking of.
Race Wars? I'm just kidding.
Race Wars. And then there's the one that no one remembers because you just erase it from your memory. There's Turok Escape from Lost Valley that came out in 2019, and it's a little chibi game that came out on Steam.
Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. This does look cute.
And it's also more focused on the like origins of Turok, like the comic book stuff, where it's just dinosaurs and Native Americans versus, like all the games, it's like, yeah, but there's like these cool reptilian aliens, dude, and you get all these fucking guns.
Right, so it's basically missing the essence of Turok.
Yeah, the Turok everyone knows is going to be from the games, not really the comics.
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait for that new one, honestly, because I really want to see more of like the multiplayer aspect of that. I really hope that they have like executions. Like they probably don't. I mean, from what you can tell me, do they have like melee weapons in Turok? Is that a thing?
I mean, yeah, but you only get like maybe like 1 or 2. They're boomer shooters, so it's like you're just going to be shooting most of the time.
Yeah, but Doom has like crazy executions for a boomer shooter, like just when they're stunned or some stupid shit like that. And it would just be really cool to like, vivisect a fucking dinosaur if I had a laser sword and could do that.
Were there melees in the older Dooms? Or is that just like the more modern ones?
That was just the modern Doom.
Yeah. Fucking dinosaurs. Fuck yeah, dude. Your For You page? Yeah, awesome, dude. This is for you, dude.
You said that all without pause, so the very first thing I heard is dinosaurs fuck, and I was like, oh no.
You can't say anything because you probably read The Lust the Argonian Made.
Oh, I read it from cover to cover. Every time I play
sir.
Skyrim. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Somebody in here is a scaly. That's all I'm saying.
I said that word. Okay, I was watching. I started watching. Hold on. I started watching that documentary on Max called Ren Fair. Have you guys heard of that?
Yes, I was watching that too. Yeah. I didn't get that far, but it's good.
Yeah, only heard good things about it, and watched the first episode out of 3. There's like like the dragon mascot or whatever's walking around, and I was watching with somebody, and they were saying, like, is that a furry? I was like, well, technically it's a scaly. He's like, okay.
He got technical with you.
And then there was a pause, and then he turns and looks at me and says, "Why do you know that?" I said, "Look, man, you just got to know things."
They don't call you Unc for nothing, dude. You know it all, man.
But yeah, you should check it out, Gerry. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, if there's guns and dinosaurs,
oh no, sorry.
It's a documentary, bro.
Yeah,
Ren
sorry.
Fair.
Oh, the Ren Fair.
Ren Fair. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah. It is legitimately cool though. Like from what I can remember, it is. I would have never guessed, dude. Like out of all the times, like I have talked about, like ever going to a Ren Fair, like it's a whole town that's basically makes its living off of the Ren Fair. Like that shit is.
I'm so down
crazy.
to go.
I thought it was about like Ren Fair, the idea. I was like, oh, okay, cool, and like someone like runs it, like what they like tour around, like like the country or something. No, this guy just bought a bunch of land in Texas, and he built a town called Ren Fair or whatever, and he's called King George.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And he has a list. He's gonna die in 10 years, as of that recording.
Oh shit!
And all he wants is a companion with large natural breasts. That's a big thing.
right.
Oh man, the American dream.
And a good successor.
Yeah,
And heir to the throne.
And let me tell you, dude, half the time watching the first episode, I was like, is this a documentary or is this a show? Because these are some characters that are talking, man.
Look, Danny, only you would get this so far, but tell me that did not give you vice principal vibes when they talk about the two dudes.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, oh, so we switched to vice principals now. I see.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry, you're gonna love it, dude. It's so like it's almost too good to be real. Let me put it to you that way. Like when I first saw it, me and Karina, we thought it was a mockumentary. Like I did not think it was real until like maybe 30 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, like so I heard about it from Versus Wolves. That's a Wooly and Eye Patch Wolves podcast. The way they were explaining it and like the scenarios that happened, I was like, that can't, like, this sounds like a show. This is not real people, and it is. It is. Just know, Gerry, there's one of the people that work at this place. He's talking to his wife towards the end of the first episode, and he says, "I need you to swear fealty to King George." And he asked that a couple times.
Is that the cliffhanger?
No, she eventually does it, but it's like the build up, the cinematography, the music. It's like this is a real show, man. It's crazy.
They take that shit
Production.
seriously. Their allegiance to George, their love for George is at least that. I don't remember his name, but like the guy that he really wants to get to make his successor. Because I only ever saw the first episode as well. I didn't get past that so far. But yeah, he's just kind of like a big guy. If I remember correctly, he's kind of balding, I think.
So there's two guys, Gerry. There's the big wholesome guy that he's been there since he was like 16, right? So he's been there like 40 years or something. And then here's this other guy who's skinny frame. He's got the hipster hair and beard, and he has a tan that looks like his skin is dyed. Like it's uncomfortable tan.
What the fuck? Oh.
Every time he shows up on screen, the first thing he does, crack opens a Red Bull and he chugs it. He's not drinking it, he's chugging it, and then he goes, "All right, let's do this, let's go."
If I remember correctly,
cool.
the smaller guy, the second guy that Danny was just talking about, he runs like all the concessions and all of like the vending stuff. So he's basically like the person in charge of like all of the vendors and stuff like that. And I think the other guy is in charge of, he's the assistant to George. So he runs like the park operations and all like basically the shifts and all that other stuff. Or at least if I remember correctly. Wow, there was so much drama in that show, dude. I'm going to have to rewatch it now just because, again, like you just look at George and you're like, this guy fucks so fucking much, man. Like you would not, at least for the way like let me take that back. Okay, he doesn't fuck. All right, look, he doesn't. That's the whole point of the documentary, okay? But when I look at him, when I peer into his soul and I see King George, I'm like, this guy should be fucking, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like,
yeah,
this
he's
nigga
like
should just have twisties
he's
thrown
like
at him
in
all
his
the time.
80s. He has an assist. He has a couple assistants, but he has one specifically. This guy, and he's like, and here's my guy, you know, and he posts me on the sugar daddy websites so I could go find me a nice girl. And that's that guy's job. He just messages them, sets up dates, and that's it. That's his 9 to 5. Catfishing.
Is he hiring? How much money does this guy have, dude? Fuck.
They mentioned the numbers. Oh god, I don't remember, but it was like
The park makes a lot.
it was like $4
park
million. Like they
can't.
mentioned like $4 million at one point, and then like there's just a lot of the meetings, and it's like this is kind of sad to watch because he's just kind of like in standby mode, and he also has a lazy eye, so you already know like
Oh.
the way the close-ups of the camera, it's not flattering for him. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the other 2 episodes. I want to see where all this drama's going, man.
Speaking of HBO Max, did you guys see that they're announcing a 3rd season of the YOLO show? You guys remember that show?
The yellow show?
Oh, YOLO.
Remember those two girls?
The Adult Swim show. Yeah.
It was
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that animator's name, but he does Smiling Friends.
Yeah, fucking hate that bitch. Fucking hate her. Fucking hate
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Seems like it hit well.
Oh yeah, but if you haven't watched the actual show, it's a high recommendation from me, dude. Like I know, like you Well, did you guys ever watch Smiling Friends?
I love Smiling
Yeah, I love
Friends.
Fucking yeah, dude. Like it's not 1-to-1 per se, but like it still hits. There's another show that's I don't know what it is about like Australian animation, but that shit is just really funny. Like I remember I think I shared with you. There's like a video of like Shaggy and Fred and they're outside.
Oh, did his show come out? Or not yet?
With the are you talking about the one on Adult Swim, right? With
Yeah.
like the dad and the four sons. I
Yeah.
don't know, because I've seen more like snippets of
What's the show called?
show. I don't remember what it's called.
I don't remember the name, but it's like yeah, it's a story about four brothers and their father, and they're going on this journey after the mom passes away. It's like it's a real bonding
Oh,
story.
here I see it. I
Oh,
found it.
Alien Invade. No, that's the fucking
I don't think that's
Rick and Morty.
The second new show in production is called Ha Ha You Clowns.
Hawk 2 is back. Hold on.
Hawk Tua is back. Yeah, she's back. She apologized.
Danny didn't care. Danny was a dedicated fan from the beginning.
And Danny bought 100 more when that.
Ooh,
happened.
Haley, yeah,
And he
absolutely.
bought 200 more when she came back.
He was never gonna give up on his girl.
I'm gonna cut this out. There's a Twitter page. Yeah, guys, there was a state of play. It was 40 minutes long, and it's a normal state of play. I would say a regulation state of play.
I get it.
Thank you. Cool stuff shown off. Jumped off the bat. Monster Hunter. I was like, damn, Monster Hunter looks cool.
Yeah, you should have played it. You can play it right now.
No, you can't play right now.
They extended the beta.
As of this recording.
I think they extended the beta until
No, so they extended
tomorrow.
they extended
Oh,
the
they
second
did.
part.
Because of the outage.
Yeah, there was that dumb PSN outage, but the beta was broken down into two sections, and today is like as of this recording, it's the off day today. It starts back up tomorrow.
So technically, you can play it tomorrow.
Yeah, and the second session gets an extra 24 hours, which is nice of them.
So if it looks so fucking cool, man, play it.
I believe there are 5 monsters to hunt in this one.
You're fighting the Apex monsters. So all the Apex monsters are for each of the different regions. I think they'll only let you do 2 of the regions. I'm not entirely sure. From what I saw, people were already in the fire region where you fought the Apex for that region, which is like a cephalopod that's like slicked in oil and he can set himself on fire. It's fucking cool. Gerry, in the location we played in the closed beta, the Apex lands or whatever it was called.
Yep.
The Apex Predator is it's like a dragon that can do. If you've seen Bleach, he's the guy that has Zabimaru.
Oh, Renji?
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, he the Apex monster has these tails, and the tails like work like chains, like
Like Zabimaru?
yeah, like Zabimaru, right?
So he has Zabimaru as his tails?
right, but they also explode.
Oh, that's fun. That's real fun.
Oh yeah, man, it's fucking great.
You better get your freaking console so we could play this. I mean, Akil's gonna be on, but he has like work and stuff like a person.
Yeah, like a normie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Danny says he's gonna play it, but he's gonna be doing other stuff.
I only have time tomorrow.
Well, give it a go, man.
So
There's a lot of weapons.
I can at least make a character.
I can try.
He said I can give it a go. You're gonna have to make your character and then your cat, I think. And so the state of play today was showing the spring update. This was a monster that came out in Monster Hunter Tri, I think. Or actually, no, this is for Monster Hunter Rise.
It's a free update too, right? For spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free update.
You could fuck off with my pre-order though. I'm never pre-ordering anything ever again.
What, you don't want the tuxedo skin for Snake 2 hours early? If you pre-order
Okay.
it like right now, dude? Right now?
Right
Okay,
now.
After that, I will be pre-ordering anything ever again. Did you guys see? Did you get fucking? We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
come
coming up. Yeah, it's called a foreshadow.
He's like, don't skip the line, dude.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance I thought looked cool. Side-scrolling from the Streets of Rage people.
It's just fucking Ragebound, but the Sega version.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic Racing looked cool too, but I know like all the
Sure,
hype's
right.
on Mario Kart, right? So
I was confused for a second. I'm like, this is pretty much Mario Kart is pretty much Sonic All Stars.
I just don't think it was a good idea for them to even come out with Sonic Racing if they already have Sonic in the IP for Mario Kart. I just feel like they're just tanking their own game at that point. But there's going to be, I guess there's going to be a niche of people who don't have a
Switch
Nintendo
2.
or won't have a Switch 2.
Yeah, me.
And me too.
Oh yeah, you're going to have this? You're going to have Sonic Racing? You're going to buy it?
I mean, I was
I'm
hyped
gonna
when they
get this.
teased it last year.
I think you're going to wait until this
Oscar,
comes onto the PS catalog. I think
I
that's
might
what
get the
you're gonna
Switch
do.
too. I'm not gonna lie. There's some titles on there I want to play.
No, you don't, dude.
Dude, I know, but
I'm joking.
You know what was a shitty thing that they did, Jerry? They took Twilight Princess away from us, man. That shit was supposed to come out on the Switch, and they saved that and the Wind Waker remake again for the Switch 2. And I hate that shit, dude. I didn't get to play the Wind Waker remake that they came out for the Wii U because God forbid who would have bought that. You know what I mean? Like, that shit sucked. This is the Super Mario Sunshine remake that they put in that one bundle, that Mario game bundle. That
oh yeah,
this is just
Mario
that whole
actually
thing all over
fucking
again.
pissing
for
me off,
Sucks.
dude, thinking about that
Yeah.
stuff.
He's like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
cut the malarkey, Nintendo. Please give me back.
Yeah. You know what? Why can't we have both, man? You know, like racing games, they're either like dog shit cheap or like we rarely see like some good ones. So why not have a little Sonic Racing Crossroads?
Didn't we get an announcement for a new like sci-fi type of racing game coming out on PlayStation? I'm really surprised that.
The answer is yes, I think.
I remember we saw this and we talked about this, but to me, I remember I was talking about how I really wanted a new Wipeout, and that looked like it was going to be it. And now, like, you know, like
It was called Screamers, no?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll fuck. I
So
have.
good at this.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I've had a fucking Instagram thing for fucking ever related to that game. So
Really?
at the end of this, we're gonna talk about this. Yes.
Coming out 2026.
Yeah. Let it play. I think this is it.
Okay.
When did this trailer come out?
Like last year.
Last month.
Oh, Game Awards. Yeah.
I mean, I saw that's cool. There's a new Digimon game, but I think the last time we talked about a Digimon game, Oscar, you're like, it's who cares, right?
I said that earlier today too.
Yeah, that's
Oh, really?
what exactly. What you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep telling me that earlier.
It's still like a turn based. Like they're trying to hide it from you. They're trying to make it seem like it's cool, but you're still like it hasn't changed. Honestly, like not to really shit on it so much because I get that they're trying to at least make the game somewhat different. I don't know. All the same, I just feel like at this point they could have really changed this around to be more like I want to say 1-to-1 with you playing as the Digimon versus you playing as the person. Like
Oh yeah.
every time I play these games, this is just like an edgy version of Pokemon. I actually just started watching the movies.
Like the time skip one, right? Where they're older now.
Yeah, they're older. That's right. Because I saw that on Crunchyroll they have the movies dubbed, so they have all the original voice actors. I was head over heels, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like tearing up like a bitch every time they were doing the Digivolutions. Like my inner fucking boy was screaming. I was like, dude, why were you waiting this long to watch this shit, dude? It's so good. But I only saw the first movie so far, so I mean, they're not technically movies. It's just the series broken up into like movies.
Right.
Because I think the actual series is like, I don't know, like 50 episodes or 25 episodes. I don't remember.
Right.
Shaw's Cabin.
Speaking of Shaw's Cabin from
Someplace
Open
you don't
Season
wanna be.
Game Boy Advance original soundtrack, did you guys see at least the next game that I cared about was Lost Souls Aside?
I did watch that.
Good segue.
I think you would have really liked this trailer more than the last trailer, Danny, since the very end of the trailer was definitely very DMC.
Oh, that's right. This. Do you guys remember this game?
Yep.
I don't think so.
That's right. I just keep forgetting what it's called. This game, Jerry, came out was shown off on Twitter like 10 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just I don't know if it still is now, but it was just one guy making this game. Yeah.
I can answer that question for you. He's got a studio now, and he's got 40 devs working under him on the game.
Damn.
Nice. So it's still a pretty small studio. you know, compared to the other big stuff. But yeah, it looks good, man. Quite literally a long time coming, man. Like, wow.
See, honestly, this is what Final Fantasy 15 should have been.
Yeah, well, I believe he's inspired like heavily by 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah, this looks like such a
looks
better
so
job.
good.
Dude, we are back in the fucking era of hack and slash, dude.
Dude, yes.
The last half of these 20s, bro, we're gonna get riddled with like the best.
my God.
Like, I really hope that when they bring out, what did we say the next God of War was gonna be called? when they bring out Atreus, the Atreus games, that they just go back to hack and slash, dude, because that would be so sick, dude.
That would be fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like this state of play a lot, because you know, like we're oversaturated with Souls games, and here we actually got a decent amount of hack and slash stuff to look at. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lost Souls aside, project in the works for about a decade or more. Finally, we got a release date for it. That's going to be May 30th of this year. And I think you can already it's already up for pre-sale, for pre-order.
Yeah. By the time
Don't do that though.
I think by the time you listen to this, only pre-order if you can cancel. That should be the rule of thumb. And that's mostly going to be, you know, physical.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gamble. Like, you pay in advance for something that you don't even know if it's entirely good yet.
Just trust the process.
I mean, the process failed me so many times. Did you pre-order Battlefield 2042?
No, because I don't like the Battlefield games.
Okay, well, I did. Like a
Yeah.
dumbass.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the deluxe version because I was like, I love Battlefield. I loved the fucking times where we used to play Battlefield 1 together. Because that was honestly like the best Battlefield game. But like that shit was fucking cool. Just go around just shanking people in World War I era style shit. But yeah, that game just didn't hit the same, and it also sucked really terribly. It sucked really terribly.
I mean,
Rough Rider.
I'm still hyped regardless. Like, we just got another gameplay trailer for Yakuza. Looks good as always. Yeah.
More importantly, in case you're willing to get your hands, hopefully on
you're right.
on some ship gameplay. I don't really know how much of the gameplay they're gonna have released, but they're gonna have a demo available as of the announcement of the state of play. So that Friday would be the 14th.
Wow, dude, I was completely memeing on the title. I didn't realize that's actually the title, the subtitle.
What, like a dragon or like a pirate or whatever the hell
Pirate
it is?
No,
Yakuza
Pirate
in
Yakuza
Hawaii.
in Hawaii.
Yeah, I think it's the 28th it releases.
I'll tell you this right now. I don't even care if it's technically a spoiler. I'll just fucking put this out there right now. I bet you anything the girl that he saved from Zero, that blind girl,
Stop.
she's gonna come to Hawaii, and there's gonna be a side quest involving her.
Leave
I
me
I
alone.
fucking guarantee
Leave me in
it,
my
dude.
heart alone, dude.
I
Get outta
guarantee
here.
it, bro.
No, it's over, dude. Like, they tied it off lovely in Kiwami too.
I don't need emotions.
say that,
I just
bro.
want cool fucking ships, dude, and Japanese shanty. What are they
Yeah,
called?
I didn't say it was gonna be plot. I said it was gonna be a side quest.
Still.
That's plot.
Yeah.
That's considered plot. That's considered lore.
Yeah, no, bro. Like, he already
Look.
made his peace, so it's
That's
fine.
considered character lore.
I'm just saying, from somebody who played the last Yakuza, don't be surprised, okay?
Sea shanties. That's what they're called.
You're talking about Kiryu, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm talking about stuff related to Kiryu and things that Kiryu
Yeah,
does.
that's different.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. It does. It would obviously apply to Goro too, to Majima.
Did you like the Borderlands trailer, guys? If you watched it,
It looked very Borderlands.
I'll tell you what I
not
liked
really.
about it. I'll tell you what was the best part about it: the music.
I was watching on mute, so I didn't hear the boys. But what song was it? Was it running it, or I'm the baddest bitch in the?
There it goes.
And I'm feeling like a punk. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, the weapons look pretty cool.
It's really the showcase of the skills. And then it looked like another one had the ability to summon a gun, like dual wield.
Dude, even like their art style is kind of like going away a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
smoothing out,
this is
right?
more of a Borderlands 3. They really wanted to make them like, I guess, more anatomically correct rather
That's
than like
goofy.
keep them cartoonish.
It looks too clean.
It's got to be more dirty shell shade. That's what that first two were.
Yeah,
I missed the release date for this, but I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah,
I gotta
and you know, guys, like
subscribe
people
a
have
lot.
been saying it. I mean, I guess I don't really feel it, But now I do. Like the sci-fi like expansion with games. Like everyone's just doing sci-fi now. It's kind of like I'm getting a little tired of it.
Is that the next?
Directive 8020.
Oh, the Dark Picture game.
Yeah.
When you watch this trailer, I really think that no one can do better when it comes to like making a spaceship than the Alien series. Like Alien Isolation, like all especially Alien Isolation, because like every time I look at a fucking ship, it always looks like they're on like one of the ships from the game, like or one of the ships from the movies.
Oh, in Isolation. Yeah.
Yeah, or just in the series in general. Like I don't know if you saw Romulus.
No.
Romulus, like okay, not really gonna get into too much, but the space station that they're on is literally the other half of the space station that they were on from the first Alien series, from the first Alien movie. So like it's the same space station. And the point I'm making here is it's just copy and paste to me. Like this shit doesn't ever really look different. The only time I can say I've seen different looking spaceships was from Mass Effect, was from Dead Space, like EA fucking games basically. At least they understood the idea and concept of like making something looking different.
But you're talking about the interior stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really. They haven't really shown the complete exterior of what you're at. I assume that you're not even on a ship. That you're probably on like some satellite.
No,
or, like,
you see the
space
ship
station.
in the beginning of the
Oh,
trailer.
it is a ship.
Yeah.
I didn't pay too much attention to that.
I mean, I don't know. What you want some carpets in there or something? Change it up.
80s decor,
I mean, everything looks like 80s decor.
postmodern decor, trap house decor. What do you want?
You know what I want? I want that shit to be black.
Not
Ooh,
optimal.
Imperial. Nice. I like what you
Yeah.
Look, man, it may be a QTE movie, but it's somebody's game. Dark Pictures make some good stories.
Do they?
So,
Do they?
I mean,
Some of the plot twists are okay, man.
look,
I hear it's more
Yeah,
misses.
I went back and looked through like somebody else playing it. It was some of it was okay. All right, like yeah, they spent a lot of budget trying to get big names into the movie. I mean, into the game. You see, Until Dawn became a series.
Yeah, now it's a movie.
A
So it's not,
series.
like, yeah, a movie.
I thought they were making it into a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. It's not our cup of tea, but somebody's consuming.
Did you guys watch the trailer for that movie, by the way?
No.
I
Okay.
just know it's a part of it. That's all
Don't,
I need.
no, don't look it up. All right, let me just tell you this: it does not take place based off the game. You know how the game had Wendigos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this does not have Wendigos in it. This just has like some dude going around murdering people.
10 out of
Isn't
10.
that the Corey?
Huh?
Some dude in a clown suit?
Nah, just some
That's the
fucker in a
first
mask,
game.
I think.
Look, Dark Pictures. Yeah, they're cool, I guess. But are they cooler than Scott Cawthon? I don't think so.
Oh.
Because we got
Sorry.
the new freaking Five Nights at
Fantasy.
Freddy's.
I could not wait until they finally come out with another game that had something to continue on to like the lore of the what was the dude's name? The guy that made the suits, the guy that owned the
William
Matt-
Afton.
Yeah, Matthew
William
Lillard.
Afton.
Yeah.
he's pretty much the most interesting character in the entire series. And I know that there's another entity that really hasn't been like seen yet.
Yeah, Ennard's pretty cool.
Yeah, Ennard. I
Oh,
think that's what-
yeah. But
There's
I like
actually a
this
couple,
one,
yeah,
man.
but- Oh, we got the fucking bunny rabbit in this game now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like Afton's factory where he made the exosuits, like the exoskeleton.
Awesome. I can't wait to see Markiplier play it.
I watched the whole series through him.
Yes, sir.
Get ready to watch it. June 13th.
Yeah, buddy.
So speaking of horror,
Mm-hmm.
going back into another game that we saw during the State of Play,
That's right.
there was the Midnight Walk. Jerry, if you don't remember, this was the game that was made with
Stop
clay, the
motion.
claymation game.
Yes, it's from the people that did Lost in Random. Great game. You know, like Nightmare Before Christmas style art.
I think the trailer that we're seeing is both a mix of the PS5 and the VR.
The VR.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because there's just
Yeah.
some elements to it that just look like it wouldn't be something I can do on a controller. But God, it looks so smooth though.
They do great work, man. It's gonna be a good game. Yeah.
And I thought you played as the little guy, but I guess the little guy just follows you around.
Yeah, that's kind of like the VR aspect, like Moss, like one of the PSVR 1 titles. Like you play as the mouse, but like you're really playing as like the overlord of the world or whatever to move the puzzles for the mouse. I just always wish you could play it without VR, but I know it's hard.
Hey, you know what we skipped? And I totally forgot about it since we were talking about Yakuza. They announced another Dave the Diver DLC, and it is a collab with Like a Dragon 8.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. And we talked about this before, or at least I talked about it here, about how the game plays. And so now they're just adding a whole beat 'em up DLC to the game. And I'm like, oh, this slaps so much.
That's cool. That looks exactly like the free-to-play Yakuza beat 'em up game that they did like a few years ago. I don't know if you guys ever got to try it out.
They also did something similar when Final Fantasy 15 came out. They also had like a bit style side-scrolling beat 'em up game.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
You didn't play as the kids, like the main characters from the game. I think you played as like their parents. Like you played as like the dads. I don't really care about this, but I just wanted to bring it up.
Oh.
Yes.
Which one?
I just wanted to bring it up because it's something. It is technically a thing. So Konami just announced, I guess it's a new IP.
Oh, you're talking about this one. Yeah.
They're finally coming out with another game. It's called Darwin's Paradox.
Yeah, it seems like a fun little game.
It's all right though. It just kind of has elements of, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you just play as an octopus that gets captured by aliens, and now it's your job to stop the aliens from taking over the world. And you
Probably find that other octopus too.
Yeah, and you also have to sneak around and stuff, and yeah.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, you like blend into the surroundings with your.
Yeah, this is the Fox engine, I think, right?
Boxes. Metal Gear.
Oh, they're gonna be doing something like that.
I doubt it. They fucking don't even look at it anymore.
If there's costumes, bro, get the bandana.
Just give him a mullet and a cigarette.
I'll give him a middle finger.
I mean, yeah, fun little game. I every now and then I'll dabble in that kind of stealth puzzle game. All right, Oscar, I want to know your opinion on this.
The next game that got announced right after this, believe it or not, is a spin on a Muso game. They're coming out with a new Warriors game. It's called Warriors, Abyss. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. It reminds me of Smash TV, just without guns. Okay, do you remember playing Call of Duty Black Ops? And aside from zombies, they had this other zombie game.
Oh, the arcade
top
mode.
Down.
Yeah, the arcade mode. That's pretty much what this is, except you don't have guns, you just have your weapons.
No, that's a different angle. This is like Hades.
This is like Hades Muso.
Yeah, I was surprised by the camera angle, but you know what? Watching the trailer again, I don't mind that. I kind of liked it zoomed out, yeah. But it's also like half a step away from being like a mobile gacha game.
They were just like, we really like how cheap Diablo looks, but it makes so much money. How can we make this game work like that?
I'm down for this. The big key is you got to summon other characters as like a summon or something, so they could do like special attacks.
Right. It's your Muso, right? As the game is called, or as the genre is called, anyway.
Yeah.
Your Muso attack, but the Warrior series especially will usually encapsulate every single character. So we're talking about like Ryu Habusa and Ayami and like pretty much every. I really can't think of like almost every series 1-to-1, but like there are a lot of series in Tecmo Koei that are all like even all of like the generic anime games that they make get sucked up into this universe.
Well, yeah, there's a Warrior All Stars that came out like years ago, and I remember I wanted to get it because William's in that game.
I don't remember how we didn't talk about this, but I did end up playing that game because it was free for Plus. It was on the Plus. It wasn't free for Plus. It was on the Plus catalog, and so I ended up playing it for a little bit. And William is like one of the initial characters that you can start with. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like he's in his like his default gear, you know, just like the armor or whatever. And you know, he's got the katana as his default weapon. If I remember correctly, he doesn't switch weapons or anything like that, but he already has that one spirit with him.
He gets the spear too, I believe.
Well, okay, what it is when you start, like, you don't have your full combo. Like, you have to level up your character to a certain point, like 30 or something like that, in order for them to get like the full combo tree. So I want to say, like, you're more than likely, yeah, he probably had another weapon, but where I stopped at the game, he was like using a katana. And the only other thing that I remember from that was that he already had his spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That mermaid one, that, you know, his spirit, not just the ones that you can
the
equip.
spirit,
yeah, the spirit. That's right. Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, all in all, man, it's cool, man. I think if they end up doing that again, like for this game, yeah, there are definitely a lot of interesting combinations that I would like to try and see. Mostly, I'm curious, is like, I guess if there's like gonna be like a special team that you can cheese with. Because there are certain characters in these Muso games that, like, their attack range is just ridiculous. Like, just the spam that you can do and just mow down countless of NPCs and just fucking melt bosses so fast. Like, they're basically just like S-class characters. You know, they don't really try to like balance anything. That'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess it's something to look forward to. Maybe.
Yeah, and you know, while we're talking Muso and Warrior games, might as well bring up the other Warriors announcement. I'm still shocked. I was shocked the first time they came out with that update sometime last year, but we're getting the next gen update for Pirate Warriors 4, as well as new characters being added again. It's crazy.
Who were the new characters that you saw?
What, from before?
From the trip, because I think
no, like they're going to be coming.
Oh, like yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention that. Yeah, at the end of the trailer, I think they had a survey. It's like a QR code to a survey, and the whole thing about the survey is the fans are gonna get to choose who the next DLC character is, which is awesome.
You know, part of me, I'm like, just make 5 at this point, like because the last update we got where the Gear 5 shows up and stuff, that was, I think, like years after like the last season pass came out for the game. And then I was like, well, at this point, just make 5. But you know what, like 4 gameplay wise is, you know, it's been the best so far out of all the Pirate Warrior ones. I was like, I guess I'm kind of fine with it.
Do you remember where in the series does it start from? I think you said it was like Fishman Island or something.
I don't really remember, because it's like it does the thing where, you know, it's not going to cover every single thing in one piece. It's just going to do the big broad strokes. So you get like all the big important parts of the series up until you hit Wano. And for Wano, you still play the original story they wrote, because when it came out, like, they barely got there. Yeah, so it plays out much, much different in the game.
Yeah, I think the game came out, what was it, 2020?
Yeah.
It's really geared up. Like, this is how a lot of like Gundam Muso games end up going too, where they just kind of had like, you know, these like seasonal packs of like episodes that they would bring in and Gundams that they would release. And I don't remember which is the one that we had like around like the PS4, like right around, I think the time the PS4 came out is like one of the
3?
more important Musos. No, Muso, like for Gundam, because they had Gundam Warriors. Or actually, you know what? It was older than that. It was the Xbox 360. Yeah, I remember. It was a long time ago, dude. Yeah, but anyway, they were releasing DLCs like kind of consistently as they were releasing new Gundams, like new Gundam series and stuff like that. So it's kind of the same format that they're doing with One Piece. I imagine that if we get a choice, and I imagine that the whole community is going to band together on this, I would definitely vote. If we can do a write-in instead of a multiple choice, I would vote for Shamrock. I would really want Shamrock to be in this fucking game. Shanks' brother.
Oh, that's so... There's no way.
Dude, I'm telling you, if it's a write-in, who knows? If it's a write-in, who knows, bro?
Well, I say no way because you have to think of the anime.
Oh. Yeah. No, I'm not thinking of the anime. That's the whole point. Did you know that the dub is almost caught up to the sub?
No, yeah. I remember when they gosh, how long ago was it now? They announced that they were coming back to dub One Piece. And I remember thinking, dude, they're never going to catch up, dude. Like, it's almost impossible, like, how far behind they are in the episodes. It was like 600 episodes or something that weren't dubbed. But, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Back on topic here.
Yeah, let's get back, dude. Freaking back-to-back Onimusha stuff. That's crazy.
Have you played Onimusha 2?
I've never played Onimusha.
I've also never played Onimusha, but I would definitely fucking start.
But hey, I like Neo, so I'm in. Yeah, Onimusha 2 is getting a port. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that's like the best one.
When I was playing these games, I was too small, so everything scared me.
It's that uncanny valley.
1,000 yards there.
Anyway, the fucking Way of the Sword trailer.
Get to play as Miyamoto Musashi, dude. That's all
Bro.
you need to tell me.
Mr. Strongest Under the Heavens. Mr. Vagabond. I'm going to say this right now for our listeners. If you have not, this is now the best time to pick up Vagabond before this game comes out, because it is canon. I said what I said, Danny.
Yeah, this game looks awesome, man. I'm so hyped. Metal Gear. Gear Metal.
Right,
Delta.
dude.
Hey, it's like, hey guys, don't forget Metal Gear Solid Delta coming soon.
Coming soon with the monkeys.
See you later. Oh my god, dude, the monkeys. That was huge news. Nobody knew the monkeys were going to come back. I'm so glad they were coming back.
Okay, I'm going to immediately ask you this because I feel like me and Danny were under the same assumption, but I thought that was something that they're just added. You said that it's a return?
Oh, no. Yes,
It's a return.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with the story. It's just like a side game. It's just the Ape Escape, but in Metal Gear. You got to go.
But let me
catch
ask
some
you
monkeys.
this, Gerry.
You shoot some monkeys. What's up?
Did you watch the Xbox version of this trailer?
You mean from the Xbox Direct?
No, the Xbox released their version after the State of Play.
No, I haven't seen it either.
It's all the same, except the very ends, instead of the Ape Escape monkey, because they can't do that, they tease something else that will be in the game.
Bomberman? Bomberman! Is that Bomberman? Yeah! Fuck
Yep.
yeah, dude.
I don't know. Monkeys are better.
Yeah, but that's cool, because if you played Super Bomberman R on the PlayStation 4, Snake was in that game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty
so was Ratchet and Clank, too.
I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder how they're gonna do that. Because in the Ape Escape one, you just shoot whatever monkey you see with a tranquilizer, and then you gotta go pick them up. So I wonder how this one's gonna be. I never really played that Bomberman game or Bomberman.
They'll probably give you a net. You probably got to trank them and then net them or something.
Love Bomberman.
Oh, dude, I remember playing the Game Boy Advance Bomberman games. There was kind of like a story to it, but like it was Bomberman that involved getting upgrades. So you would start off with like just like the basic stuff, and then by the end of the game, you had like a bomb that you could like kick, and it would like explode 12 fucking spaces and stuff like that. Oh man, it was the best. I love Bomberman so much. They also had like a Bomberman Pals type game. I know that you were just mentioning Super Bomberman R, and I think that was like the party game that they came out with. But there was also like another one before that.
In Japan, there's Super Bomber Girl, and it's a shame we don't have it here.
We got a new trailer
For Death Stranding, that's right. That's right. Hell is us.
What kind of dude is that? A perm?
I thought that was. I swear I thought that they put Zuckerberg in the game, dude. I thought.
That's funny.
To make matters worse, dude, he's like, I don't understand why they gave him that haircut, like as the main character.
Nothing wrong with it.
He looks like Zuckerberg.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, that's my gripe. The game looked really cool up until I saw what he looked like.
I mean, you're wearing a hat, dude.
So yeah, man, looking forward to that. We did get a release date for Hell is Us. That's going to be coming out on September 4th. We got a DLC announcement for Lies of P.
Bloodborne 2 DLC, baby.
I'm glad you have the energy because I just can't keep it up anymore.
That's the thing I was joking before we recorded Bloodborne 2, because Lies of P is Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, it's something, all right.
I mean, literally, that's what everyone says. It's Bloodborne 2 because it plays like Bloodborne.
I guess it's time to play.
I thought it was more of a Sekiro type of game.
No, it's more Bloodborne.
I think it's more Lies of P. Excuse
I
me.
thought really there's like the parry mechanic for this fucking game.
I mean, yeah, there's the parry, I guess, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't parry with your gun, parry with your sword.
But yeah, but there's like no posturing. and stuff like that. There's no jumping around, cascading on buildings.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this up.
I remember watching the boss fights for Liza P. You're gonna have a good time, Gerry. Like this game is a little nuts.
Yeah, I think
the
this
story
is up your
story's
alley.
good. But the thing about this game, Gerry, is you don't just get the weapon. There's like I think 2 or 3 parts. So there's like there's like the hilt, I think, and then there's the actual blade part.
Yes.
And so it's just like you can basically configure your weapon kind of a couple of different ways. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool.
And the handle part has the ability that you get by doing, like, when you do the parries, you gain like a meter, and then you expend that meter on abilities.
Perry God Gerry's coming back.
Yeah, that Timothée Chalamet game's looking nice. They showed off a VR game. It looked pretty cool. You're just like daydreaming, and it's all like voxel like art style, and you're walking around in your PJs with a gun, shooting doors and stuff. Like, that's cool.
Oh, you're talking about
Daydreamer or Dreams of Another.
Yeah, Dreams of Another. It's taking the concept of a shooter game and I guess making it backwards. Because the whole concept that I don't know if he was the executive producer or if he was the director or if he was just the main guy who made the game. I think he was the main guy who made the game, but he was just explaining that, like, you know, you take the concept of creation and you got to add destruction to it. And so basically the game is you going around and shooting things to create things.
Yes.
You shoot all the clouds and like all of the pixel stuff around you to basically make things. And I think the concept is that you don't have to shoot everything. Like, you can just kind of like have a unique experience by shooting whatever it is you're going to shoot to make certain things happen. Mm-hmm. I don't really know how linear it is. It seems to be pretty like multi-choice by like how expansive the world just happens to be around the character from what we look at in the trailer. I'm really excited for that clown level. I hope that if they do some sort of like, I guess, gameplay trailer on this, that we get to see like more of like a whole level rather than just like kind of snippets. So I guess I'll just kind of wait until we get to that point, I guess, hopefully.
Yeah.
It looks interesting though.
I hope it's not just a VR game though, because that would be very disappointing. Oh, I guess it says "and" in the title.
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
PS5 and PSVR 2.
Okay, good. You know what, man? I'm tired of these remasters from Sony, but one thing I will say is at least they're adding new game modes to some of these. So we're getting Days Gone remastered.
I honestly thought you would have skipped this one.
I only bring it up because the new game mode is actually kind of cool. There's like permadeath feature. They said enhanced photo mode. I was like, that sounds cool. And there's a horde mode now.
It's like hardcore Minecraft except zombies.
I just think they need to stop putting remastered in these titles, because it's just a bad taste in our mouths. Like, this game is not old to the point where
this game is almost 10 years old.
Games nowadays, like, if you're just gonna, because this is obviously for the PC port as well, you don't have to call it a remaster. Like, sure, it gets the 4K textures or whatever, but I don't know, fidelity wise, it does not justify the title.
It's just one of the downfalls of our society where we take a word and we just give it a new definition that's totally wrong.
But I mean, like, on a technicality, it is technically remastered because they're going back.
Oh yeah, adding to it, I guess that fits the technicality.
Well, fixing stuff too, like again, like graphically wise and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, no surprise to everybody, right? Stellar Blade's next collab is with Nikkei, and why is that no surprise? Some of you may not know that it's the same devs. They make both games. So
we have some announcements on 2 new indie games hitting the PlayStation catalog.
Yeah, baby.
The first one, I'm not going to lie, looks pretty interesting. It's called Blueprints.
I was not... Oh, you said I skipped the catalog shit. I didn't care.
Oh, this is just for the indie games. I just really like the 2 indie games that they came out with because they look kind of cool.
Game looks cool. I mean, yeah, it's a double entendre, right? Blueprints, yeah. You're a blueprints.
The other one was okay. It's called Abiotic Factor. The premise, though, is like we're like super far underground or something in like some remote laboratory, and so it's basically a group of people doing like I want to say it's kind of like zombies tower defense. Like it looks like you're just kind of going around your laboratory, making sure that everything's hunky dory, and then just like kind of going around shooting everything around you while kind of completing objectives.
They did like the point and shoot version of T-posing.
It doesn't look that bad. It honestly looks pretty good.
Yeah, definitely some promise in that one.
Ooh, the next hack and slash they came out with.
British
fucking
waifu
good.
Devil May Cry. I like 2 of those words. Yeah, Tides of Annihilation, baby.
I'm so into these European games now. Like after
Yeah.
playing Plague's Tale, dude.
You know what you should play? It's not really a British game, but it's a European game. Because the sequel just came out like less than a month ago. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh yeah.
That game is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hear good things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely watch you play that shit if you're going to stream it.
Gwendolyn, bro, come on, Dark Souls. That chick's name is Gwendolyn.
Gwen Tennyson, dude. Get it right.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, there's that Eden game too, but I wasn't really fucking with that.
Yeah, they showed off Metal Eden, and I was like, oh, it's Marathon, because it looks like fucking Destiny. Turns out it's not. Yeah, sci-fi shooter. It's very shiny.
Like just the cinematics already. Oh fuck. All right, the music.
Yeah, that's the good old classic
The
music.
tracks, hell yeah, dude. Cyberpunk ass track. Oh my god, I'm actually in love with this. This is like a Samus clone?
Yeah, kind of, huh?
That's crazy. I like the character designs a lot.
And yeah, like it's very, very Destiny, I think. Just the way like the gunplay looks.
It looks like there's other things, like skills involved with that besides the guns.
Yeah, like
The
some
guns look
abilities
crazy
with the
too.
left hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they ended State of Play with what I thought was a nice banger. It's called Soros, and this is from House Marquee. And, you know, House Marquee, they did Returnal, and this is their next big PlayStation game. So I'm excited.
I like how they name dropped already Returnal. So it feels like they tried to
Yes.
make a sequel. And
Basically,
instead they came out
yeah.
with this.
No, I mean, it's still the same kind of bizarre, like, sci-fi kind of elements here.
Yeah, rebirth and all that. You can see in his pupils bullet hell starting.
Yeah.
Rahul Kohli, known Warhammer enthusiast, looks like a Warhammer.
Is
character.
that him?
That's him?
I don't want to be that guy, but I was like, that's gotta be. That looks,
No,
you
that's
know?
him for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Like at first I thought John Krasinski, but then I heard him talk, and then I saw him walk. I'm like, oh, that's him
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
And then he announced it on Instagram afterward. So I'm telling you, dude, all the evil shit happens under an eclipse. Berserk. Is the Age of Fire, the Age of the Frenzied Flame, does that have an eclipse? I feel like I should.
Well, the ending, you get like that picture of the flames taking over, and then it's just you standing there with the flame head.
Not bad. I thought it was like a Dune game.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, but 2026, man, so far away. But no, great. As much as I yelled at Returnal for a long time, it was a great game.
I'll probably help on this one. I don't know if it's too late for me to go to Eternal, but
Now's a good time for Returnal because obviously it's going to be on sale. Like, I still don't think, like, as good of a game that is, I don't think it was worth $70. But there's the co-op mode, so you can play with people. There's the Endless Tower mode, just to the right of your spaceship. And then, yeah, you just do, like, tower runs. Pretty fun.
it's done, right? It's completed.
Yeah, it's completed. Yeah, they added photo mode in there, too. So there's that. Yeah, man, all in all, I thought that was a fairly solid State of Play.
Running back through it, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, were there games I didn't care for? Of course. Were there games that looked really cool? Of course. Very, as I said in the beginning, a regulation State of Play.
Very balanced, as all things should be.
So let's wrap it up, guys. We're going to end it off with some emails. We got one from the boy Mark. So thank you as always. If you have any questions or comments, unversedpodcast@gmail.com. And simple question today. He just asked us, what was our top, favorite game from 2024, or even like game soundtrack too, if you want to throw that in there, if anything else caught our eyes. I didn't really play anything new, so my answer, of course, is going to be Tekken 8. As much as I yell at that game, love Tekken 8. Music's awesome too. Put way too many hours in it, but yeah, that's my game.
I would argue against it, but the hours don't lie. I would say Helldivers 2 was the top one. I always find myself going back to it. I recently hit hour 420. I'm fucking Yeah, I'm like, every time the new Warband comes out, I'm already like ready to go. Like full medals,
Hell
full
yeah.
samples, and everything. I don't really catch myself doing that either.
It just happens. Yeah.
It just happened, dude. One day I went on, and then I hopped on the next day, and all of a sudden I was level 100. Something that could take my attention like that, yeah, it would be the Helldivers too. I wanted to say Plague's Tales on there, but we'll see. I guess I did start that this year, so it wouldn't really count. Yeah, I like shooting bugs for the name of democracy.
No, yeah, Helldivers is always a game. Like I tell my my buddies, because they're always just like, "Oh, it's dead." I'm like, "No, dude, it's a game you always can go back to." Like back on the first Helldivers, Mina Kill, gone for years, and they were like, "Oh, let's hop back on," and then always having fun. Same thing here.
Like if a game doesn't make me just like putt my controller to the ground and then just keep playing it afterwards, I would think that's a good game to me. Like I don't give up, I keep going. There are times
That's
where
right.
I'm like, "Fuck this," so yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting
Yeah,
mad
you got to
again,
lock
dude.
in on those missions, dude. Yeah, you get low on reinforcements, you better freaking tighten up, soldier.
You know the game Screamer that's coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been following this page that actually is the character designer for that game, and
Really?
I just recently. Oh no, when they announced Screamer, I was kind of looking at the aesthetic and the waifus just whatever shots they were doing, and it looked familiar. I looked at their page, and yeah, they said it was official that they were the character designer for Screamer. Yeah, it's Koyorin, except there's an underscore between the I and N. So what they do is they are an artist, a graphic artist. They draw a bunch of waifu materials, Final Fantasy mostly, among other stuff too. I think they have a bunch of OC, very bold color usage. It's really awesome. Very cyberpunk, right? He has a bunch of like girls that have like, looks like they got like cybernetic attachments or something like that for like some of his OC. You know, just the artist. Very aesthetic, vaporwave, cyberpunkish. Can't wait to play that game, honestly. Just to see what it's gonna be like. I feel like it's gonna be racing, but if there's character designers, there's gotta be like maybe
It's like a story mode or something.
Yeah, something like that. I've been following them for a while, and then when I saw the trailer, it made me proud, because I'm like, I can actually pick their art from like different places.
It's like that classic trope in movies, like, "That's my son! That's my son out there!" Nice. Yeah, if you want some good aesthetics and waifus, we'll have the link in the description for you guys to check it out.
Yeah, you can wishlist Screamer on Steam today.
And with that, guys, we're going to wrap it up today. Thank you for listening as always, and we shall be back soon with another episode.